Everyone, good day everyone. Today I'm going to start our discussion on the consensus for unity. As I mentioned last time, we have a document giving 30-point policies and consensus for anyone in this country, any civil organization, any people's movement to come to an agreement and give their consensus for a national program system change. Let me read this, the point number 1, the consensus number 1, about people's sovereignty. Here we say people's sovereignty is people's right. In order to assure the sovereignty, a new people's constitution should be made, keeping the people of the country above the executive, legislature, and the judiciary. So what does this mean? Let me touch upon this. This is the constitution of this country, and I would like to bring your attention to article number 4 in this constitution. So, of course, being a citizen of this country, I have been reading the constitution, but unfortunately I know most of us are not aware of the articles, the contents of this, even our students in the school system. When I talk about the education system changes, there is a proposal for us to introduce this, the constitution, the law of this country, the first law of this country, to every child, every student in our schools. So this is a gap we have to fill. Anyway, by looking at this very first page, or page number 3, I read the article number 4, which talk about people's sovereignty, how it should be implemented, and how the people of the country could enjoy the sovereignty, the powers vested on them. So 4.1 says the legislative power of people should be executed by the parliament or in a referendum by the people of the country. So the legislative power that we see in parliament is in fact the power of people that the parliament is executing. It is the power of people or the legislative power of people that the parliament is implementing. So the point number 4.2 says the executive power of people should be implemented by the president. So not that the president has executive power, but the people's power vested in president will be executed by the president. So it is people's executive power we talk about. That's the point I am talking about. And 4.3 says people's judiciary power shall be implemented by the parliament. Of course, there is a small issue here. Parliament is above the judiciary. Is that the thing we need? So even recent times we have seen the Supreme Court orders sometimes are neglected by the parliament. This is something as citizen I see. If I am wrong, this discussion is open for debate and we can talk about. So anyway, the constitution of this country has given the powers to the people of this country. But the current system, under this representative democratic system, people give power to executive, legislature, judiciary, or in fact, they give power to actually the president and the parliamentarians to execute their powers, legislative power and executive powers. In a presidential election and general election, they give power, but after that they have no say. And 5 years, they have to wait and bear whatever good and bad effects of what the governments are doing. So is that the best way? So this system is proposed to be changed, and the consensus number one is to change the constitution so that we place the people power above the executive, legislature and judiciary. How do we do this? Under present day technology, with the information technology, we can establish a stable, well secured, information technology driven referendum system, so that we can take a referendum on any crucial point, arguable point, at any point of time. So it's not a big process like the present day referendum or election processes we conduct. And it doesn't take that much of money and time. So within a day, like with the minimal expenses, we should be able to conduct a referendum. And by executing a referendum or asking the opinion from the masses or the entire country, we can change things quickly. In fact, when a people's representative who has gone to parliament, or when an official appointed by the government, and any officer, any person in office is corrupt and not capable of delivering the results for the benefit of the people of the country, people should have power to recall their appointments. So have an appointment system independent of political parties, that we will discuss under system change further discussions. And anyway, recall when an official is not conducting himself or not delivering the results, people will have power to recall. So this is the suggestion, idea in the consensus number one statement. I hope this is agreeable to everyone in our country. If so, let's get going with that. Thank you for listening.